Can't Fold Volume 4 is officially out now. Go get your official Save America and Holy Confidence shirts, along with the bumper stickers for each. Be sure to subscribe to the emails to get notified about the drop, and thank you guys so much for supporting.
This is a queer fat club.
I'm queer and fat.
Okay, thank you for joining. We're just introducing ourselves at the moment.
Okay.
What?
Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, Joe?
Yeah, my name's Joe. I go by he, they, and I identify as 275 pounds.
Okay.
I feel like Jay's kind of making fun of me, though. I know it's kind of a shock. I know. Kind of a new thing.
I'm just,
Do what?
I said I apologize.
Oh, no, you're good.
Are you comfortable leaving the group at the moment?
Why?
I'm not understanding why you're joining the group.
This is the queer and fat group now?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I came here for.
Okay. And you said you identify as fat?
Yeah.
Okay. This is just for fat-bodied people.
Yeah, I understand. I identify as a fat-bodied person.
I'm not understanding where you're coming from.
Are you guys comfortable with me here? I mean, I'm pretty chill on my end.
I'm not comfortable, no.
Can we take like a vote?
That's the same logic.
They just poked so many holes in their logic.
When people say they're offended, just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right. Offence is about feelings, and feelings are personal. Some people are offended by equality. So what? You can't second guess people. If you try and please everyone, you'll please no one. You know, you can't legislate against stupidity, otherwise you'll be doing nothing. And freedom of speech is so important these days. I've reached the age now where I don't care anymore. It's to not to joke about all the bad things. That's a waste, because that's exactly what we should joke about. If you can laugh in the face of adversity, you're bulletproof.
You can't go around apologising for jokes. They're jokes. So I've got a plan. The next time I get cancelled over a joke, the next time I upset people with a joke, I'm going to come out on the day of the cancellation. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. And the people that I've offended will say, you don't really mean that apology. And I'll say, so you're saying I could say something and not mean it. Now you're getting it.
That was good.
What do you think about white men?
I think it's just the term white man, just immediate turn off.
What do you think of black men?
Love.
Hell no.
Like we winning.
Do you think it's racist to, by default, not like white men?
I mean, I don't think so, because I think there's a difference between like racism and that's an interesting question.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It's an interesting question.
Yeah, because like, I mean, I don't dislike, but there is like nervous feeling. I don't know.
So if you met someone who said that they get nervous around black men and that they've had bad experiences with black men, would you still consider that racist?
Ooh, yeah, I see your point.
No logic at all.
At least she realized that she was wrong.
This is so. It brings me dopamine.
2 + 2. You know, a lot of people like her would have walked away.
Which one would you date? An MS-13 gang member or a Trump supporter?
Gang member.
Give me the gang member!
So I'm gonna go MS-13.
Wow.
Yeah, probably MS-13 member.
MS-13.
MS-13.
All the way.
That's crazy.
I'll stay single. It's embarrassing that I don't know what an MS-13 gang member is.
Did y'all know what that gang did? They did a lot.
The Santana stuff in Houston, bro.
Yeah, that's
They
crazy.
killed some kids and then
They
had
were
a
sex trafficking kids in an apartment.
and then killed them and worshipped them to the saint.
They killed him in a satanic ritual.
Yeah, that's how bad they are, bro.
Yeah, no,
that's how
actually-
stupid these people
I
are.
saw about them on Gangland.
I can see why when Joe Biden see a video like this, he be like, man, well, let's put the immigrants in here. That's what they want.
Studies that show that trans women have physical advantage over what I'm going to call cis girls, what you call biological girls in sports.
Just taking the time we've spent in this committee hearing today, we have only been referring to this whole debate, males infiltrating into women's sports. If the argument is that males don't possess advantages over females, then why haven't we spent any time talking about or worrying about women entering men's sports? It's because everyone in this hearing room knows that that's not what we're referring to. Anyone with a brother knows the advantages that males possess over females. So I feel as if the evidence is evident. You look at any sport. Let's take the basketball. The three-point line is a different distance. The size of the ball is smaller. The amount of layups you see in women's basketball compared to dunks. Men's volleyball, The net is 7.5 inches higher than the women's net. I could keep going.
The track and field hurdles, the men's 42s, the girls 32s.
You can go on and on.
42 inches in height. And
The fact
32
that
inches
we're
in
having
height.
this argument is a bigger problem that we need to be discussing in the United States.
I don't even think that I think that once they started like advocating for this is when they fully lost my support. There's no way you could ever justify this to me and say you have a rational argument. I'm sorry. You can't. I'm not sorry for that actually.
God, them bites tomato. Nah.
What are your pronouns?
Pronouns?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
What are my pronouns? Alright, cut real quick.
I'm that man.
Risk taker. Hustler.
Pizza?
So I've seen this one YouTube thumbnail that says Charlie Kirk believes that TikTok is turning children trans. Do you agree with the statement?
TikTok is playing a role in making them think that they might have gender identification issues. This is Chloe Cole. She's a detransitioner.
In my experience, I learned about transgenderism through the internet at roughly about the age of 11 or 12. And I mean, it captivated me. I had body image issues.
Hold on, time out.
I told
When did you just say that she was?
She's a D. She was trans. She's trying to reverse it now.
Yeah, she changed
I'm like, well,
Hey,
they got a job for this.
they got a lot of, they got a lot of.
I told y'all
I
this
see how
about
the terms
TikTok.
could get a little mixed up, you know.
I told y'all about this.
Transgender.
Transition.
She's trying to go back to. She's trying to go back to her
A
original
detransition,
form.
they throw around.
She want to go back to her biological form.
Okay, all right, wow.
In making them think that they might have gender identification issues. This is Chloe Cole. She's a detransitioner.
In my experience, I learned about transgenderism through the internet at roughly about the age of 11 or 12. And I mean, it captivated me. I had body image issues. And it felt like I found the explanation for as to why I felt so different from the women around me.
Social media in general led you to believe the wrong idea, and that in turn made you go down a path that maybe wasn't right for you.
I mean, it's beyond not right for me. This has left permanent effects on my body. I might not be able to have children. I have complications from the puberty blockers, the testosterone, and the surgery.
That's
3
correct.
years after I've stopped taking all of them.
I'm very suspicious about. Okay, but I understand.
Calling her a liar?
No.
Are you sure about that?
I'd like to say that you're wrong about trans people being indoctrinated.
I've met hundreds of other detransitioners, some even younger than I was, and have come out of it with trauma that they're left with for life.
I see why they trying to get rid of TikTok. We might see what we're seeing outside right now with all the universities because of TikTok right now.
No, I don't think that's a bad take.
It's definitely from social media.
I think social media is 100% fueling it. And I think social media now is fueling it more.
So like, y'all might even say I'm tripping, bro, but when TikTok hit its highest, it was during the BLM rise. So you think, that pushed that?
Yeah, it played around.
I think COVID.
Social media in general, though.
The COVID lockdown itself drove the power of all social media.
Man,
I
feel like TikTok itself, bro. Like when TikTok came
But
around,
people
we
seen it on
seen
Twitter,
some
bro.
different
We
type
seen
of
hella George
Bro.
Floyd, all that on Twitter.
But okay, Twitter is not like how we've been seeing it on TikTok. Like, bro, come on, let's be realistic.
I don't
about
see
this.
none of that on TikTok.
I don't either.
Look
I've
how
never
life
seen
was
nothing. But
before
they know-
TikTok. We
they know
had
how I
Twitter,
am.
Instagram, all that. Look what
I
happened
won't
when we
even just
got
blame
TikTok.
TikTok.
It's
I
all
think social media
bro.
itself.
That's what's creating the wokeness.
Yeah, I think social media itself.
I think the
Twitter. Remember, they said Twitter was 75% left with the censorship.
And you know,
I
in
feel
my
like
opinion,
the opinions on Twitter have gotten progressively more offensive now.
in my opinion, I feel like TikTok's worse.
They be going hard.
Does it?
Yeah.
Where is socialism work? Where is socialism worked?
You pay your income tax?
Income tax is not socialist.
It's not?
No. Well, I think it's way too high, isn't it?
Yeah, but socialism is where everybody pays in.
Do you give more than what the government asks you to give each year?
Yeah, I do. I
You do?
give a lot.
You give more to the government?
Yeah.
So you give more than what the IRS asks you to give?
Yeah.
You do?
I'm sorry, I've got to say, you need to stop drinking Coke Zero on stream.
Why?
It's boycott.
Wait, is it?
You're preaching pro-Palestine and you're drinking all this boycott stuff. Please,
Thank you.
Hassan, at least pretend. Do it off stream. Please.
Okay, I'll put it in a glass. Is Pepsi okay?
No.
No soda. I didn't know it was.
This is the only topic they have. This is the group that's saying that we're Christian.
What's wrong with you?
Please don't touch me.
Get the f*** back. Get out of here.
Please do not touch me.
This is mental illness.
That's what I'm saying. She was telling me to stop.
Wow,
This
man.
is pure
Confusion of the
lunatic.
highest order. We didn't
Lunatic.
know how much he ate when he said that until now.
Nah, facts.
You telling me a man is a woman and a woman is a man?
It's just hard. It's just hard for me. It's
being
just
too harsh.
It's hard for me to even get on board when I see what they look like. Like, you think I'm gonna align myself
Y'all
with
realize-
you crazy looking motherfucker? Oh no.
Y'all realize it's always the one with the blue hair, the baby blue hair.
The crazy haircuts, the low quality jobs.
It's the blue hair, bro. You see that? Look, it's that blue hair. Every time you see the blue hair,
Yeah.
you gotta know.
That's
okay,
the biggest red flag.
That means they're mental
Colored hair.
ill.
That's
Man, I
not a
feel
normal
like-
color. A normal color, red flag.
Do y'all feel like pop culture started all that?
What do you mean?
No.
It's like back then, like 1950s, they
No.
probably weren't doing all that.
They
Not
for
this
sure
far.
weren't.
Well, in the
Yeah,
60s
but,
they
like, they were
was.
probably
Not
wearing,
this far.
In the 60s they was.
Not this
Like,
far.
these people
Against
are wearing
Vietnam
face
War.
paint with, and they're like cutting
was
off their
doing-
hair, colored hair.
They was
like,
doing this, bro. In the
Not this
60s.
far.
In the 60s, they was doing this about this
Not
bad.
at this scale though, bro.
Yeah, it
You
was.
act like you was alive and you know.
Hey, I know my history. Look it up. Look it up.
There's no way.
When everybody was against.
This is the gayest America's ever been.
No, I ain't saying they ain't fruity. I'm just saying
So
with the
this is the
protesting.
gayest and the wokest America's ever been. Though.
Yeah, we got the most gayest generation.
That's what we saying. That's what we saying.
You Gen Z kid.